All right. Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Amanda, and I will kick us off here. The way this call goes is Gemma, Jen, and myself will kind of talk a little bit about what brought us into day trading. I'm sure many of you guys are curious what these three moms why we started day trading and how we even accomplished what we've accomplished so far. And we're going to talk about how you can accomplish the same goals that we have. And then we will sort of talk about what day trading is, clear up any confusion or fears you might be having as you step into this space. I will show you the chart and walk you through our very simple system. And then we'll get you guys signed up for the VIP program, okay? So I'll start us off here. Again, my name is Amanda, and I am going on my 5th year as a day trader. What brought me into day trading is a roller coaster of things that I tried throughout my life to figure out how to make as much money as possible in as little amount of time as possible. I don't know if you don't know much about me, but you will soon find out that I like things to be very simple. I like routine, and I don't like to work very much. And so all throughout my years as a wife and a mother, and actually all of my adult years were spent working for my money and my husband as well. And so I'm the kind of person, and I say this all the time on social media, I'm the kind of person who doesn't just like to settle for what's good enough. I am highly motivated to make my life the absolute best that it can be. And that doesn't mean that I'm looking at the grass is greener situations. I'm just always working to level up my life. And so I started as an employee, and then I moved to owning my own business, which probably took more time than being an employee, more time away from my family, more time away from my kids. Then I found on making money online in the form of affiliate marketing. That is like the wild, wild west. I don't know if you guys have ever done affiliate marketing or MLM or anything like that. It's crazy out there. People will say and do anything to make money online. It's crazy. And quickly found that that also was not for me. That was not the path that I wanted to be on. What's interesting about day trading is that it's really the only skill out there that can earn you money and without you having to sell it to another person. So if you think about that, every single way that there is to make money in the world requires another person to either like you or buy your thing or buy your service or whatever, right? It requires another person or requires you to have a boss that pays you, who likes you and wants to pay you what you're worth, right? Day trading is not that way. Day trading is simply you and your computer, you following a system, and that's it. It doesn't require anybody else to make you money. And what's even cooler is what you're going to learn here is that it'll take you less than 10 minutes every day. So I call it semi-passive income because 10 minutes a day, you set up your trades, you look at your chart, and then you close your phone or your computer and you go and live your life. So now I feel like I've made it, right? Like I tried all these online income things. I tried, all these different ways to earn an income in as a little amount of time as possible. And then I learned that day trading was an option for me, and I was sold ever since then. The crazy thing is, you do not need to be good at math. You don't have to have any special degrees or certifications in order to access these markets and make money and compound your money. Okay. You can simply learn a very simple system like we're going to teach you, and then repeat that system day after day and compound your money. Okay. So I hope you're encouraged and excited to learn what this is all about. I'm going to pass the mic on to my two incredible best friends and business partners, co-founders of Forex For Women. They are incredible traders and incredible mindset and motivational coaches. I'm here to teach you the skill. I teach you what to look for on the charts. And Gemma and Jen are here to teach you how to stay motivated, how to reach for the stars, how to overcome limiting beliefs, money blocks. They are the most most encouraging and the most motivational women and speakers I have ever met in my life. and they will motivate you and get you guys to that next level. They're amazing. They're powerhouses. I'm going to start off introducing Gemma. If you want to come off the mute
Yep.
and tell them about yourself.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Amanda. I can't wait for you guys to see her. I feel like it's her gift to be able to just hit those charts and teach you simplicity. My name's Gemma, and as you can tell by my accent, I'm tuning in all the way from New Zealand. So my journey was similar, a little bit different to Amanda's, but actually very similar. And I'm sure we're all going to have similar stories here. I'd love to know if you guys can drop in the chat what you would love to do. What is your main goal with trading? Is it to retire? Is it to have extra money for traveling? Like, drop your goals in the chat as to why you are here. I know at the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, I'm a hairdresser by trade, did that for many years, then had kids and kind of pivoted. I was like, okay, I don't, want to spend all my time away from my children. So
Mm.
opened up my own salon, which was great. I could work a little bit less and still earn the same amount of money. And essentially all I did was worked every single late night and Saturday. So whenever they were asleep, I was working, and weekends, and then I'd fit in clients in between, like naps and things like that, so that I could at least have little pockets of my time with my kids. But started reading this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. As you do when you start becoming an entrepreneur, you're like, okay, I'm going to start learning all these things. And I read that book, and I remember saying to my husband, I've just created a liability, not an asset, having opened up my own salon. He's like, Gemma, like, okay, but we still need to put food on the table, and we still need to do all the things. I'm like, okay, but that moment, I kind of was like, okay, I love what he's talking about here, how you can leverage your money and compound your money and do all these things. But I was like, who teaches you this, and where do you even begin to learn this? And like Amanda said, I sucked at maths, and I didn't want to have to go and try and get a degree in some finance, or I don't even know what I would have had to study to try and learn that. But my pursuit started. I was like, okay, I need some digital income. I need to learn how to stop trading my time for money, because essentially if my kids were sick, if I wasn't on the floor, I wasn't getting paid. And I was like, I know there's a different way to make money. There's all these people writing books about it, but how does the
Mhm.
average person? I was like, it's cool that you've been able to do it. You're a multi-millionaire, but how does the average person with not much money be able to even begin to understand this world? And that's how Amanda, Jen, and myself connected. We jumped into trading, and I was like, okay, yuck. When I first saw a chart, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I want to run away. But I was like, this is ticking the boxes, right? I was like, okay, leveraging, compounding, making your money do the work. I was like, okay, this is actually what I need to lean into. It's just very different to what I was used to doing, physical, like
Mhm.
in person doing here. Now I'm in the charts reading candles, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, it was actually beautiful because the three of us connected, and I remember going, oh my goodness, what are we learning here? And Amanda would go, oh, it's just this. Oh, we're just doing this. And I'd be like, just made that so easy for me to understand. I love this. And so the three of us were like, okay, we're going to crack this code, because we've seen some young guys here literally make insane amounts of money. Well, like, if they
Mhm.
can do it, there's no reason why we can't. And let's break the stigma of women not being able to also participate in these markets and actually change their lives. And that became our mission.
Mhm.
We're like, the three of us are going to do it first. And if we can genuinely do this, watch out, world. Like, every woman's
Mhm.
gonna learn and need to know about this. And so Amanda was literally in those charts like thousands and thousands of hours, and she would come to Jen and myself, and she'd be like, okay guys, I've got this, we're gonna test this out. And then me and Jen would be like, okay, let's test this out. And so the three of us together were just like, she'd go in the back and she's like, I think I figured this out. And then we would test it and be like, but what about this? And she's like, okay, I'll simplify that even more for you guys. And then she'd make it, okay, I found a way to simplify that. And then we'd be like, okay, and then would go and test it. And anyway, that's just essentially how we learn trading. And then alongside that, though, to be honest with you, like Amanda said, is trading is 99% mindset.
Mhm.
Okay, because to be able to be in an environment where you've got uncapped income potential here, no employment ever gives you that. Even owning
Mhm.
your own business, there is usually a cap in, obviously, as you progress, right? And so being in that space, being in a space where it's you against you, Okay. And being in a space, like I said, where you can go for the rest of your life is pretty insane thing to have to understand. And most people have a lot of limiting beliefs around money. A lot of people have a lot of limiting beliefs around their worth and what they're capable of. And
Mm-hmm.
so we were like, okay, all the books, all the mindset work that we have done, it was like, okay, if we're gonna launch this out, which once we found our simple system, once we started compounding our money, once we're like, yes, these books changed our lives. Yes, these mentors and coaches poured into us, so now we can pour into you guys. That's the foundation that we have here, so that you not only get the success in the charts, but you get success around your whole life. Because as you know, as women, everything is interconnected. And so I'm the mindset coach, and I'm here to get you to believe in yourself. I'm here to keep you accountable, and I'm here to give you the tools to be able to remove those limiting beliefs and truly step into the version of self you've been longing for. As you're dropping in what you're wanting, I'm here to make that happen for you. I'm here to be that person to not allow you to self-sabotage and quit and give up on your goals. Okay, so that's what I'm here to do, is on the back end, give you that mindset support, give you the motivation, and give you the tools to plug into so you can transform yourself and your bank account. So I'm now going to hand it over to the third pillar in this company, Jen. I always say this, I'm like the motivation. Like, I say things, I might trigger you. I'm here to motivate you. I'm like, heck yes, you're amazing. You can do this. And she's this like gentle, beautiful soul that's like, it's okay. Come to me. I'm going to just make you feel so safe and seen and heard. And I'm going to let you she's like this beautiful soul. You'll get to know her. But I adore both these women, and every day have so much gratitude in my heart that we get to run this passion project together, and literally have already changed so many women's lives in the process. So hand it over to you, Jen. Sorry, I know that was a little bit of a long talk, and then we'll hit the charts.
It's all good. Hello, everybody. I'm Jen. Let's give it up for these lovely ladies. I am so grateful for them. We have the Queen of Simplicity in the charts, and we have the Queen of Mindset and Motivation here. And it's just so beautiful to be able to come alongside them and to help all of you. I see so many beautiful faces here on our call today. And I just want to commend you for being here. I want to say congratulations on letting your curiosity drive you here to this call, because it's not on accident that you're here. You are here to change your life. And I believe that this can be a vehicle to do that for you. Okay. You just have to choose that that's what you want. I want you to drop your why in. Like, I know that we kind of have an idea like, hey, I kind of want to make a little bit of money, or I just want to see what this is about, but let's take it a little bit deeper. Some of you are here, you want to change your trajectory of your life. You want to change generations to come. You want to do this for the children, the grandchildren in your life. You want to do this to be the one that actually changes your life forever. Generations to come. That's massive, you guys. And that is so powerful. And it's so much deeper than you might even think right now. And I just wanted to say, like, I'm so proud of you for being here. I think it's so powerful, because when Amanda and Gemma and I started, like Amanda had said, we had tried all the things, and we did some things that maybe we were like, I don't know if this is ever going to work out. Are we ever going to reach our goals? Are we ever going to hit our dreams? But we never gave up. We always continued the pursuit. We always kept pressing on. We always kept going. And then once we found trading, we said, there is no other thing I'm going to let be a shiny object to divert my attention to, because I know that this is a thing then that can actually set not just me free, but my family financially free, time freedom, like what she said earlier, where it's like, there was nothing that I found that gave me time freedom and financial freedom simultaneously. And I was not going to settle until I found that. And once we found that, we were like, all right, I'm going to hold on to this bucking bronco until I do reach that freedom. And what's so cool here is that we've been able to see women come into this community and reach that financial and time freedom so much faster than we did, because of the simplicity, because of the mindset, because of the motivation, because of the encouragement, because we had a community of women coming together and saying, hey, I'm not letting you go. We're going to do this together and we're going to see it through because I believe in you just as much as I believe in the dreams that I had for myself. So now we get to pass the baton on to each one of you. And it is so encouraging, so exciting, and so uplifting. Thank you guys so much for being here and for, stepping into this opportunity because this could actually change your life. I want you to sit in that realization. This is the day that could actually be that huge pivotal shift for you that changes your life forever. That's huge. I want you guys to realize that. I want you to write it down, say, this is the day that my life changes. Because once you realize that, once you grab onto it, you can actually have it. When you believe it in your mind, you can have it in your hands. And that is so powerful and so amazing. I personally, several years ago, my husband was working all the time. I was a wedding photographer. I was shooting 20 weddings every summer. That's a lot. Just in case you guys don't know, that's a lot. I was actually shooting within a week after having a baby. I'm pregnant with my 6th child right now, and I'm so relieved that I do not have to go to work within a week after having this baby. I will be able to trade from my bed with my baby, and that is absolutely incredible and so amazing. And I just want to encourage you and let you know that you get to make this be whatever you want it to be. And that is super powerful, right? Awesome. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to share a little bit about myself. I'm going to hand this back to Amanda. She's going to teach us some things. Drop your questions in the chat. We'd love to answer questions as you're going through. And honestly, a lot of the questions that you probably have, she'll answer along the way. So thank you guys so much. Amanda, you're going to share some
All
goodness
right.
with us.
Yeah, I'm ready. All right. So when I first got into trading, my biggest fear was that I was going to have to do math and that it was going to be incredibly difficult. And so one of our mottos that we have here at Forex for Women is it gets to be easy and fun. And the reason why we say that is because many people come into the day trading space and the first thing that their mentor tells them is how hard it's going to be. And what happens when you come into something with the perspective of how hard it's going to be is it is then hard, right? It is what you say it is. And so when I came in to learn day trading, there were a lot of mentors out there teaching really complex things about the market that have absolutely no impact on how you make money in the markets. There's some things that people teach you about trading that make no difference whether you can be successful or not in these charts. And so it took me a while to find success. And what I ended up doing was completely just ignoring the noise around me. I stopped listening to gurus on the internet and I was like, what does the market look like to me? How am I going to make money in these markets? Because number one, I don't have multiple hours a day to sit in front of these charts. These people were like 20-something-year-olds with no kids. They were sitting on these charts all day long. They had 17 monitors on their walls and they were like, like trading all these different screens. And I was like, okay, no, that's not for me. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. And so I was like, how can I make it work for me? And so I ended up spending, as Gemma said, thousands and thousands of hours in these charts, testing different systems and strategies and reading books and just really, the last 4 years of my life, I swear, are like a blur. I'm like, I don't even know where I was, what happened, how my kids grew up. I was just spending all this time in these charts because my biggest goal was to simplify, make it work for me and my family and my schedule, and then pass this information on to other women who could duplicate it successfully. And there's a lot of systems and trading systems out there that bring up a lot of emotions because trading can be a highly emotional skill to learn. And so I was like, well, how can I create a system that completely removes emotions and is just robotic? You just do the same exact thing every single day, rinse and repeat. You don't do anything new. You don't have to do any crazy analysis. You simply do the same thing every day. And then I prayed and prayed and prayed. For those of you who are believers, I prayed and prayed and prayed for a way to make this easy and accessible to any woman from any walk of life. And I received the information and the wisdom. And now this is the system that we actually have hired somebody to literally run it through extensive advanced testing, and proves to be highly, highly profitable over a long term, just repeating the same steps every day. So that is one thing that I just want to encourage you guys. Like, if I can do this, if my 12-year-old daughter can do this, which she does every day, makes money trading, then you can too. Okay. You don't need to know anything special or be any special IQ or anything like that. You can do this, and all you have to do is follow the steps. One thing I want to let you guys know is this is not a get rich quick. Okay. This is going to take you time. You are going to learn how to confidently and consistently compound your money, repeating the same steps every day in under 10 minutes a day. Okay. You are not going to walk into this and tomorrow be a millionaire. But I'm going to show you what our compounding plan, what your potential future over the next 2 years could look like very soon. Okay. So I'm going to show you that in our call. I want you guys to type something in the chat, because a lot of people, I know when I first started and somebody showed me their chart for the first time, that was like that immediate like stomach ache where I was like, oh yeah, I was right. I can't do this because like, what the heck am I looking at here? Like when somebody showed me their charts, I was like, what language is that? I can't do this. So what I want you to do is type "I promise" in the chat that you will stay on this call and let me teach you and show you just how simple it is. Do not freak out. Don't leave. Don't get these negative feelings in your heart that kind of that want to tell you that you can't do it, because you can, okay? And I'm going to show you right now, but when you first see a chart for the first time, you're probably going to want to throw up a little bit. Okay. Okay. So everybody's typing "I promise" in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead, share my screen. And so one thing that you guys can write this down. So we use a certain charting software. And in order to get this software, you're going to go to tradingview.com. So write that down. This is the charting software that you're going to use. Oh, look at that. They have a Black Friday sale. That's fun. We are not affiliated with this charting software. We don't make any money off of your purchases of it. They do have a free version. Okay, so you can download the free when you're ready to take it seriously and you know you are wanting to really dive into trading and take it, for the long haul. I believe it's like $14.95 a month, $14.95 a month. Again, you can utilize the free version. The only thing I don't like about the free version is the ads that constantly pop up on your screen. Those can get a little annoying. But otherwise, the basic package is just fine for $14.95. Okay. And so when you download your chart, what it's gonna look like is this. Okay. So actually, what's going to happen is you're going to download your chart, and then you're going to go to our classroom and you're going to learn how to set your chart up to look like mine. So in our starter course, you're going to get walked through step by step how to set up your chart to look like mine. You're going to get walked through step by step how to set up and choose a broker account. You're going to get walked through step by step how to learn our trading system, okay, and how to actually set your trade opportunities. It's all here in this one series. This whole series will take you less than 2 hours to complete. In 2 hours, you will be able to successfully place trades all on your own, okay? So that's the beautiful thing, is a lot of people think this is going to be a huge mountain to climb to learn. It's not. I'm telling you, Forex for Women is known for its simplicity and success of our students because of the simplicity. So when you come in here, this is not going to take you years and years and years to learn. It's going to take you less than 2 hours to learn, and then you will be implementing and practicing. The other beautiful thing about when you're coming in to learn is that you're going to learn how to set up a demo broker account. So what that means is you're going to learn how to set up a broker account that is fake money, but you're going to be practicing in the live markets. So you're going to be able to gain confidence It's completely free for you to practice trading, to practice our system until you are comfortable with it and you've got the hang of it and you're seeing your fake broker account grow and compound. And then that's when you'll decide, okay, now I'm ready to start with real money and compound my real money. Okay. When you're ready to compound your live money, you can literally start with as little or as much as you want to. We are not trading stocks. Okay. When you trade stocks, I think you need like a minimum of 25,000 or something like that. Here, we're actually trading in the foreign exchange market. Okay. It's called leverage trading foreign exchange currencies. And when you are trading, when you're leverage trading foreign exchange currencies, you can actually open a broker account with like $50 if you want to. As little or as much as you want to, or 10,000 or 100,000 or whatever it is that you have the capacity to do. And we're going to show you how to compound that money consistently with our trading system. Okay. Type 222 in the chat if you are encouraged and excited so far. I got to make sure everybody is with me and they're all feeling peaceful and excited. Okay, everybody's typing 222. That makes me excited. Okay, so let's keep going. Now, a lot of people think that in order to be a successful trader, you have to know how to predict the market or be smarter than like Wall Street investors, be smarter or be able to know what's going to happen in the future. They think you have to investigate, certain economies, and that's just so far from the truth, okay? Trading is actually so simple that the only thing you need to know in trading is what direction is the market moving in. Because our goal as trend following traders, that's what you're going to be now, okay? Get used to that title because it's a very prestigious title. You are a trend following trader. As a trend following trader, your only goal is to follow where the market is going. And that's how you make money, okay? And so what you're looking at here, this is actually the Great British Pound. If you look at the top left, Great British Pound versus the US dollar. And these little red and green bars that you see here are essentially a visual representation of the fluctuation of the exchange rate. So like if I was to go to a different country and exchange my US dollar for the pound, then at any given moment, one is worth more or valued higher or lower than the other, right? And so what you're seeing here is that price movement. And that's it. It's that simple. And all we need to do is follow where price is going. And so all these little red and green boxes that you see here on my chart, these are trade opportunities that I have taken and made money on. And how we do that is we identify what direction the market's moving in, and then we get into a trade opportunity. So if my candles, that's these red and green bars, if they are above my gold line, then I'm getting into buy opportunities. If all my candles are below my gold line, then I'm getting into sell opportunities. Okay. So let's test if you were listening. Okay. Let's test if you were listening. Right here, all of these candles, would I have gotten into a buy here or a sell? They are above my gold line. So would I have gotten into a buy or a sell? A buy. Exactly. Exactly. What about this area here? All of these candles, when this candle crossed down below my gold line, would I have gotten into a buy or a sell? Exactly. Everybody's saying sell. You guys are right. You can officially trade. Isn't that insane? Like you can literally leave this call and say, wow, I am a trend following trader because I can identify what direction the market's moving in. And if me and the market both agree that it's going to sell, and I also get into a sell position, if the market does continue to sell, that's how I make money. Okay, so right now I'm currently in this position. This is a live position that I am in my broker account, and I'm currently in profit. My candles are hanging out in my green area, which means I am in profit on this trade opportunity. And all I had to do in order to set this trade opportunity was one time per day, I open up my phone. Yes, you can trade from your phone. I open up my phone and I look to see, is the candle above or below my gold line? If it's below, then I will set up what I call a pending order. So what that means is I'm setting up something that is going to enter me into a trade in the future. So if I set up my trade entry here, when the market or the candles start to form and agree that it's going to sell, once they continue to move down, I am then entered into the trade opportunity only if the market is agreeing that it's going down. I'm entered into a trade opportunity, and then as it continues to move down, I end up in profit. Okay. Now, one thing that you need to understand is that we don't always win. Okay, so some of you guys are probably thinking, yeah, but what if we lose? What happens if we lose? How many of you guys have fear of losing money? Type yes or no in the chat. And if you type yes, that is okay. That's very common. One of the things when I first started to learn about trading was I was afraid, based off of what I had heard from people around me, that if I started to learn trading, I would lose all my money. Oh, don't do that. You're going to end up losing all your money. It's like gambling. Oh my gosh. You shouldn't do that. You should just go work for your money and that's it. I didn't understand that we actually have things in place that protect our money. Okay. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about here? I don't know if any of you guys are traders or not, but something that we actually put in place, exactly, Tammy, is called a stop loss. So what is a stop loss? When the market is moving down in a sell, but then all of a sudden it changes its mind, because it can happen, right? And the market decides to turn around and move back into a buy instead of a sell, then that means our trade is probably not going to be a successful trade. Okay. So if the market turns around and comes up, wherever I have my stop loss set, my trade will automatically close out with a small loss, protecting the rest of my capital. And then I'm free to get into a different trade opportunity. So for every trade that I take, I'm usually risking between 3 and 5% of my total account. So let's say, for example, I have a $1,000 account. Okay, that's how much my broker account is. I have $1,000 in my broker account. And I'm going to set up this trade opportunity for a sell, but I'm going to risk 3% of my account. Can somebody tell me how much money do I have at risk for this trade opportunity? And if you're not good at math, don't start sweating. It's okay. If I'm risking 3% of $1,000, I'm risking $30. Okay. So if I lose this trade opportunity, I've only lost $30 out of 1,000. Okay. So then I'm going to go and I'm going to identify another trade opportunity. And the crazy thing is, with our system, we're actually going to lose more trades than we win. And we're still going to come out incredibly profitable at the end. And you might be asking yourself, well, how does that work out? And the reason why this is highly important and very incredible is that every trade that we take, we set a take profit of 2 times what we were willing to risk every time. And we just simply let that trade run and do what it's going to do. So if you look here, see where it says risk to reward ratio 2? My take profit is always going to be 2 times what I was willing to risk. So if I risk $30, how much do I make on every trade that hits my take profit? $60. So here I've made 2%, or I've made, let's see, this is 3% risk. So I made 6% here, another 6% here, another 6% here, another one here, another one here, and another one almost here. We're not to take profit quite yet. Okay. So how much is that? 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 4% profit on my account this is July, another one in July, since July, 30% profit. So I have a question. Do any of you guys invest in high yield savings account? Because from what I understand, I don't yet, and I don't have any need to because I can compound my own money, but in a high yield savings account, what's your percentage return at the end of the year, typically over a year's time span? About 5%. I usually see between 4 and 7%, typically 5% is pretty average. So how much money did I make all on my own? How much did I compound all on my own in about 4 months? 30%. Just by following the system up and down and up and down, repeating the same steps every single day. How many of you guys are excited and encouraged by that? All you have to do is follow where price is going. Isn't that amazing? So our system has been back tested, as I said, with advanced software, okay, over multiple brokers, over multiple years of data. And we have about a 42 to 43% consistent average win rate, which doesn't sound so great. But if your win rate means that you're winning double what you were willing to risk, that is actually an incredible win rate. So what I want to show you guys is how we actually compound our money with a 43% win rate. Okay. So let me adjust this here. So let's say, for example, we're going to start our broker account with $1,000. Okay. And for every trade that we take, we're going to risk between 3 and 5%. We're going to get on average about 20 trades per month. Okay. And we are also very committed to compounding our account. Okay. We really, really want to see that grow. It's our retirement plan. I'm all in. So I'm also going to add an additional, let's say $100 to my broker account to compound faster. Because the more money that you have in your account, the faster it will compound. Okay. So in year one is your growing year. Year one, you're going to start with a certain balance and you are going to just place trades day after day and compound that money. So in year one, month one, your profits are going to be about $174, which nobody's quitting their job on $174, right? I get that. But our goal is long-term consistent growth. Okay. And so on year 12, you have now grown your account to where your monthly projected profits are almost 5K in 12 months. And you've grown from $1,000 to $19,000. That's pretty massive. Okay. Now, I know nobody's really quitting their job on month 12 at $19,000. Maybe some of you might be able to. But listen to this. Year two is when it gets really, really incredible. Year two, you stop adding in that extra capital and you actually start to get to withdraw. Okay, so year two, you're starting your account with $19,000 that you grew in your first year. And the same type of trade that you took in the beginning to earn $174 a month is now going to be the same process day after day, 10 minutes a day. Look for the trade. What direction is it going? Place your opportunity. Now in year two, you get to withdraw each month 20% of your profits, and you've turned $19,000 into $217,000 that is just in your broker account to compound consistently, and you've been able to withdraw $54,000. Look at what your monthly projected profits look like. Month 12, your projected profits are 5,000. Sorry, 13, month 13. Month 14, 6,000, 7,000, 9,000, $12,000 profit each month. Some of you would be like, hey, I'm fine to stop there. I don't need to compound anymore. I'm just going to keep withdrawing $12,000 every month, right? But then as you continue month, 24, you've got almost $60,000 profits each month. Okay. And it just continues to compound faster after that. Okay. So what does all this mean? It means, one, like I said earlier, this isn't a get rich quick. You're going to be compounding consistently over time. We are not saying, the beautiful thing about us is we are very, very honest here. Okay. When we tell you you're going to lose more trades than you win, we mean it. We've tested it, but we also know that's tested off of a specific take profit, meaning 43% of the time you are going to hit your take profit if you do nothing but just follow the system. Just place the trade and let it go. You don't need any special market intuition. You don't need to know any other special things about the market. Anyone can come in, implement this system, and this is the projection of what their life could look like on year 2. Okay. Let's just for fun go see what it looks like if you start with $5,000. So you guys can see the power of how much money can compound, how quickly. So if you start with 5,000, year 1, you've turned it into $71,000. In year 2, you've turned it into almost $1 million. And you've withdrawn also $200,000 just by following the system up and down, placing the same trades that earned you $1 on day 1 is the same trade that will earn you, oh my gosh, $212,000 on month 24. Okay. That's pretty powerful. I'm going to stop there. I'd love to answer any final questions you guys have. We need to drop the sign up link. It's $35 a month to come and learn this skill. Okay. I know you guys were expecting some massive number, but no, soon we will have options for you guys to get a little bit deeper mentorship and support that's not available quite yet. But just keep that in the back of your mind. We do have some deeper accountability and coaching, things like that being offered soon. But right now you guys can have the success that you desire on $35 a month. Okay. Make sure if you're a man, you sign up for the men's link. If you're a woman, please sign up with the women's link. Okay.
I think that there's something that I just want to drive home here for you guys. When we come into this, we come in and Gemma does an amazing job helping you shift from the employee mindset to the entrepreneurial mindset. And here I had never experienced getting more money without having to trade more time. I realized I was selling my time. It didn't matter. I realized I was selling my time with my kids for money. And I was like, wow, when I realized that, but what Amanda just showed you is actually that we're not increasing the amount of time we have to trade for the money. We have figured out how to take the same trades and just have our money work for more money. That is so powerful. And I hope you understand that concept because you're not trading more time. You're not in the charts more. You're following the exact same system and you're actually increasing your profits by compounding your money. That's huge.
Yeah, that's so powerful. Yeah, so your next step would be to sign up for our VIP, and that's where you're going to get access to our live trainings. So we do 3 live trainings a week. I do a live trading education every Tuesday. Jen does her personal development coaching and book club every Wednesday. And then Gemma does her teaching and mindset coaching on Thursdays. So all live trainings, and we also record the calls if you're unable to make it. You'll find those in your school classroom. So yeah.
And I just want to add to that. I just want to say, $35 a month is, like I said at the beginning of this, has become our passion project to be able to release something at a foundational level that can drastically change your life. Like, women inside of our community have retired, have made insane amounts of money on our $35 a month membership. So many countless women's confidence. They've even got promotions in their own job while they're still working their trading accounts. They've just grown so much as individuals because remember, one call can change your life. Okay. And I speak from experience. I remember when I used to have to pay thousands of dollars, like between the 3 of us, we've invested thousands, not only into trading, but into our mindset, into personal development. So understand this, the version of you that got on this call, right? You came here for a reason. The version of you needs to be able to have a shift to go to the next level, right? I remember at the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, I would try so many different things and I'd go, why isn't this working? And I came to realize it was me that needed the work, right? So understand at this price point, you're not only going to come in, you can literally within your first month understand, have the skill set for the rest of your life And if you choose to plug into the mindset and personal development space, I promise you your life cannot change if you plug into our calls. Honestly. Like I've yet to find a woman or a man who has come in, genuinely learned the skill and taken it seriously, because I know a lot of you are going to hop off this call and it's not going to be for you, and that's okay. But for the select few of you that are here, that is like, whoa, $35, it should be minimum 3,000 for this. But I'm going to come in and I'm going to take this seriously, and I'm going to tune into the mindset calls, and I'm going to read the books, and I'm going to learn this skill set. You better be ready for a massive transformation, because this isn't for people who are willy-nilly. Oh, I don't really know. This can change your life if you genuinely choose to take it seriously and plug in and actually implement and use the resources that we have created. Remember, what you're going to learn about us is we don't gatekeep around here, okay? The books we read are the books that are recommended in our book club section, okay? The mindset tools I use to fully transform my confidence, my belief, my money traumas, I turn back around and I give you those exact same resources and tools so you can do the same. The strategy Amanda uses, the three of us use to this very day. Remember, we're not some gurus out here that did this 5 years ago. We're current live in these markets with you, trading the exact same system as you, right? So just kind of understand that for a minute. And you get these live calls and our school community. We haven't even touched on the community in there. These women, not even lying to you, like I genuinely believe we have the best community in the world. Like find me another community with thousands of women who genuinely want to see you win. That is worth the $35 in itself, because what happens? The top 5 people you hang around, you become. So imagine hanging around women who actually want to see you win, who are there to support you, uplift you, answer your questions, be there for you. This, like I said, this environment is for those who genuinely are ready to change your life. If you are not, don't join us. But if you are, make sure you join that and watch. You're already, if you join today, you're ahead of 99.99999% of people, because most people are going to sit back and do nothing. Most people are going to wait for New Year's, and then they're going to get excited for 3 weeks, and then they're going to give up and go back to their 9 to 5 till they're 65 and maybe be able to retire. And that sounds harsh, but that's the reality of what most people settle for. So I'm so excited for those of you. Let me know. Drop some yeses in the chat if you've signed up, because I want to action takers are money makers. So I want to celebrate you live on this call. Welcome.
Larissa and Abby, awesome.
I can't wait to see you on our live call tomorrow.
I'll drop the
all
link
our
again
calls
here.
Going forward.
Somebody was asking if there is a monthly membership option. You can pay month by month. And then also somebody also asked, is there a yearly option? Yes, there is. And you can upgrade to that. You also get a free month when you do that. So that's a great option. Awesome. Welcome, Jennifer, Jeanette. Who else? I saw a few other ones. Awesome. Congratulations, you guys. This is the day, you wrote it down. This is the day that you change your life forever, right? Love it. Awesome. And if there were any questions that you had when you come into our school community, that is a place where you can ask so many questions and get so many answers from so many amazing women. And we're always here to support you. Love it.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I hope you have an amazing Monday. We'll see you guys in the VIP.
Have the best holiday. Bye, everybody.